Yes, Belle, this is a big surprise. Apparently, Nicolas Hugot did not warn the president or the prime minister of his decision, and this has already been criticized by the government. And he made the announcement this morning during a radio show. Take a listen.
First of all, I'm making the most difficult decision of my life. I don't want to lie anymore. I don't want to give the illusion that my presence in government means that we're on top of these issues, and so I made the decision to leave government.
Yes, so you heard it. Mr. Nicolas Hugot felt that the environment was not a central theme of the French government, although he says that environment should be the first precondition to everything else. He says that since taking office, he's only managed to make small steps in pushing the environment agenda of this government. And this really has been difficult for Nicolas Hugot, who's really a staunch environmentalist, who's had to come face to face with the reality of politics. He's had to fight against different lobbies here in France. He's had to fight with the agriculture minister, and he's had to take some controversial decisions. For example, on nuclear. You know that a lot of France's energy depends on nuclear, and Nicolas Hugot changed his opinion from when he was an environmental activist to when he was a minister on different projects, such as a controversial project on the burial of nuclear waste. Belle?
President Macron found out about this resignation at the same time as the rest of the French world watching France Inter there. How much of a blow is this for Macron?
This is a huge blow, Belle. You have to remember that Nicolas Hugot is really a beloved figure here in France. Before entering the government, he was a journalist for decades. He had a very famous show called Ushuaïa, which was a nature show, and he was really one of the favorite people in France, extremely famous, probably the most famous figure of the French government when Macron took office. So as you heard from Nicolas Hugot, he didn't want his presence in government to be to sort of give the illusion that the government was making steps in pushing the environmental agenda of Nicolas Hugot. So this is a big loss for the French government, a big loss for Mr. Macron, and it's really unclear at this stage who he will be able to find to replace Nicolas Hugot.